What's up, everybody? It's your girl Lysha Maurice, and my vocal cords have escaped me. Alright, so today is story time. I haven't done a story time on my channel since last summer, and I know what you guys are looking for, and you'll be getting that next. I'll be wearing the same outfit. I don't give a flying shit, but today's video is literally about my shirt. And if you can't see, pull it up for you. So who wears their do-rag like this? Who wears their do-rag like that? Who is this video gonna be about? Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys about how I met Ski Mask, the Slump God. Alright, I told this story on Let's Talk Real Talk, but I don't remember what episode I told it on. I don't know if I told it on our last episode or if it was the episode before last. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a visual. Visuals are always good. I'm gonna give you guys a visual of my name, okay? I'm gonna insert some clips too. So I have a lot of clips from that name, okay? So boom, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened leading up to me actually getting to the concert. So, as you guys know, over the summer, XXXTentacion was shot and killed. That was hard for me to deal with, and I explained that in another video about like how I was dealing with it. Like I literally did like a week diary with, you know, his death and how, you know, it was affecting me. So I went through like this stage of guilt and depression after X's death, and I started to listen to his music a lot. Between him and Ski, I was really listening to them a lot over the summer, and I had already developed like this huge crush on Ski last summer. So I was like, you know, like really like deep diving into, like I said, deep diving into music. Literally that's all I was listening to every day for like the whole summer. And you guys know I was doing the overnight, so you could just imagine what that was like. Long story, I'm not gonna get into that. So the tour was announced, and I'm looking through the tour dates, I'm looking through the tour dates, I'm looking through the tour dates, and I get to the bottom, and I see Hartford, Connecticut. I see Hartford, Connecticut on the bottom of this list. I said, okay, he's coming to town. Where is he coming to? I looked again. Webster Theater. When I tell you, I ain't never in my life clicked on a link so much to see how much some tickets was for a concert. I ain't never in my life. Now the reason why I clicked so fast and why it being at the Webster was so important was because the Webster is literally about a 20-minute walk from my house, okay? Which means I can maneuver my ass there, maneuver my ass back quickly. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like it was to that, right? So I'm looking at the tickets, I click on it, like, okay, $30 general admission, that's not bad. That's all I saw, right? So I was like, all right, cool, I can get my ticket whenever. $30, that's not bad. So I'm on Instagram one day, right? And I'm going through people's stories, and I get an ad from Concert Crate, and it says, meet Ski Mask, the Slump God in Hartford on September 9th. So I'm like, meet him. So I swipe up. Y'all got me. I swiped up. So I swipe up, and they're the general admission tickets, which are the $30 tickets that I saw initially. And then there was a meet and greet package. The meet and greet package, yo, was $130. $130, okay? So just like, what's the extra $100? Like, I got it. Like, I was balling over this. I'm like, I was balling over this. I'm like, right? And that was all because of those overnights. Like, for real, like that money was lit. Okay, click on it. I'm looking at it. So what's included. Since it's $130, it's $100 extra compared to the general admission ticket, so it's good. It included meet and greet, whiskey, shirt, a towel. So I was like, cool, I don't have to buy merch while I'm there. I get one with whole deal. Cool, whatever. So I'm talking about it, I'm excited. I'm like, yo, I'm about to meet Ski, like da-da-da-da-da. Jalen, I'm throwing you under the bus. He was basically just saying, he was like, bro, you don't need a meet and greet ticket. Like, just wait after the show. Like, I'm pretty sure you would be able to meet him. That's how I did it. I was just like, man, nah. I want my meet and greet. I want to see him before the show. Yeah, that was like literally my brain. Like I really. So fast forward till the end of August, right? Get my check a little skip. Mind you, at this time I still do not have the concert was literally in a week at this point. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, bro, like what the fuck, what am I gonna do? I really wanna meet Ski, like I really wanna go to the show. If I don't go to the show, I'm going to like break down. Like I have to go to the show. So I go to Mommy Dearest. And I say to her, I'm like, bro, like, listen, I really want to go to the show. I really want to meet Ski. Like, let me use your card and I'll give you the money back next week. She was like, all right, whatever. So she procrastinated down to the last fucking second, right? And I get to go get the computer and I do everything. I'm just waiting on the card. We secure the ticket, bro. We secured the ticket. Guess who is going to go see Ski? Your girl right here, me. I know. Yeah, I was going to go see Ski. So I ordered an outfit from Fashion Nova for this show, right? Now me forgetting that there was a holiday before the show, I ended up getting my outfit the day after the show. So I had to wear something else. And I knew his favorite color was purple. So I was like, you know what? I want to wear something purple. I knew that his favorite color was purple and he liked girls with their natural hair. You see it, girl. So what I did was I wore a purple bodysuit, which I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen me in there. Actually, I'll insert a picture of what I look like that night right here. And then I had these two big ass afro puffs and I wore these earrings and my face looked like this minus the lips. I didn't have like a bold ass lip on. Like I literally went to that show with little to no makeup on. Like right now what you're looking at is concealer, okay? Like I went to the show like that and I was fine with that, you know? It was summertime. I didn't want to have all that shit on my face anyway, but I also didn't want my picture to look gross. So I didn't want my picture to look good because skin is very uneven, so I know like with flashes and lights and things like that. So it's the night of the show, well the afternoon of the show, right? I get dressed, I have my granddad come and pick me up close to the show anyway, so he just dropped me off. I get out the truck, right? And the line to the Webster literally went from the door halfway down the block of people just standing in line. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna walk the line. I just want to see like what's going on. As I'm walking down the line, I see literally nothing but Revenge hoodies. I see a whole bunch of X t-shirts. I see pure dudes and dude rags with them tied to the front like how Ski wear his. Like it bare people outside. Like it was mad kids. So I'm just like kids. So I'm walking down the line and everybody's tour bus is outside. His bus was outside. Freaking Van Hunter Izzy, his bus was outside, and there was like the bus that like had like all like the setup and stuff in it. So all those was like lined up. So I'm walking alongside of those buses and I'm walking down the street and I get to the end of it and I looked and I was on the phone, I was in Discord, and I said, I'm not standing in this line. I said it just like that. And everybody who was in front of me when I said that shit just looked at me like, what the fuck she thinks she is? I literally said, I was like, I'm not standing in this line. So I walked back up to the front. When I got out the car, I had seen two girls going to like a side door. So I was trying to figure out like how I was gonna get my meet and greet stuff. So I went and I knocked on that door and I opened the door. I was like, is this where the meet and greet is gonna be? And they were like, yeah, but the meet and greet is gonna be after the show. After the show. After the show? It was like, okay, well, since you're here, what's your name? And we can give you your wristband. So I gave them my name, gave them my wristband. They were like, yeah, it's gonna be after the show. It's gonna be in like, it was supposed to be in like that particular room that I had walked into. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I got my wristband and I walked out, and then I started to walk down the street. So like I said, I got there like around 5 o'clock. Started to walk down the street because I noticed that I was a tad bit ash. Not meeting my man looking like this. This is not what's going down. So I wandered down the street. I walked into a Bravo's and they didn't have what the fuck I was looking for. So I just turned around and I looked down at my phone. It was almost 6 o'clock. So like, you know what? I might as well go back and see what's good. So as I'm walking back to the Webster, they're putting out signs for like each like ticket provider that, you know, everyone purchased their tickets. So they had a line for concert. Yeah, they had the Concert Crave joint, they had the Bright, and had the Ticket Fly. Ticket Fly literally did what like the initial line did. Like it went from the door and it wrapped all the way around. So I'm standing at the very, like when I tell you I finessed the fuck out the situation, because I told you I was not standing in that line when they were putting up the signs. I was like, oh, okay, I bought my tickets here. So I went and I stood in that line. Like it wasn't Concert Crave, it was Electro Stuff. So I went and I stood in that line, and I'm the first person in that line. So then there's these two girls behind me, and they're talking, and I happen to turn around and I start talking to them. Shout out to Sarah and Maddie. You guys are awesome. Like, and I'll talk more about them later. But we were talking and stuff like that, and then I just see this small man. I just see this small man walk by, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, why does he look familiar? Like I'm staring at him, and he walks by, and this is not the first time I had seen him that like evening, but I'm looking at him and I'm like, why does he look so fucking familiar? So I take my phone out and I open Instagram, and I close Instagram. I was like, no, I know exactly who that is. I don't even have to look. That is scheme. I was like, that is scheme. So I'm just looking at, I'm like, what is bro doing outside? Like, what is he doing? Like, what the fuck? So he's standing there and he walks outside. He was like, yeah! And like everybody that was outside, mind you, the Webster is like smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood. Like there's houses surrounding this place, okay? People's homes. So like you just hear this big roar of a yeah, like around the block. Like it's mad loud. Came outside, he was talking to us and stuff like that, you know, chit-chatting, you know, he dapped up a few little boys and stuff like that. And he, you know, asked us if we was ready for the show. And I'm just staring at him. I'm like, yo, so small. Like that was the only thing I was going through my head. I was like, yo, he is so small. So it was just, like I would just laugh to myself, and I kept talking to the girls, and you know, we were talking about like, you know, our experiences and like how we felt when, you know, X passed away and how excited we were for the show. And then like we the three of us had meet and greets. So they see my wristband and I was like, how did you get the wristband? I was like, there should be two girls walking around outside, they should be giving them out. So like right after I said that, then that's when they came through our line and was like, who has meet and greets, and everybody got like, you know, their wristband and stuff. By this time it's 6:30, almost 7. Doors were supposed to open up at 7. So the doors were open, we just weren't through. So because we were VIPs, we were let in first. I told you, like I finessed, like I really finessed. Not only was I the first person in line, but I was the first person to enter the fucking venue, okay? I was the first person in the venue. We get in there, right? And the girls was like, all right, we were gonna go to the bathroom. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna get us a spot in the front. Literally, right at the barricade is where the fuck I stood. Look at the picture. Look how close I was. Look how close I was. I knew what the hell I was doing, right? So they come out the bathroom, you know, we're sitting there, you know, we're bopping, we're dancing, whatever. And then our local artist performed. One of the guys, he did really great. I feel like I've heard his music before. And then there was another guy, it was his very first time, like, you know, he was really nervous, you know, he tripped on stage, everybody laughed at him, which I thought was kind of sad, but I mean, it is what it is. Another local artist whose song was produced by my brother. You guys might have heard that beat a lot in some of my recent videos, but yeah, she came up. She didn't perform, but she kind of like, she went up there and she danced or whatever. The lights kind of go dim in the background. Game comes out. I'm like, okay, bro's on the stage, you know, you feel me? He does like a little mini set, and then here comes Danny Towers. Now, before that night, I hadn't heard of Danny. So I'm like, Sarah is going nuts. Like she's going fucking bonkers. Like she's going crazy, bro. So Danny's up there, he's performing. I'm like, I'm vibing, like I'm feeling the music, you know, it's lit. Then the transitions, and then like in the kind of like in the middle of like everything. Like there's like a little tiny like extra view that Scheme did. And then after that, Ben Hunter Izzy came out, and y'all, that man is as fine as he is on Twitter. He's as fine as he is on Twitter. That is a gorgeous man. So he performs. He has an opener, then he performs. I don't know how that works, how you open it for somebody and you have an opener, but it is what it is with that. That's how that went, like whatever. But the little boy that opened up for him, so then after Izzy gets off stage, Scheme comes back out, and I'm like, bro, like this is it. Like, and again, like I said, I was in the front. Okay. Scheme comes out, you know, how they play art, like play other artists' music, like while, you know, you getting ready for like the main person to come out. So, you know, he does his set, he does another tribute to X, and then I hear a really loud roar come from my right side. It was really loud. And then I see somebody walk past. And then all the photographers come in and they say, "What's going on? What's going on here?" I am completely sober. But I didn't know what the fuck. And then all I hear is, "Y'all ready for a ski pass on Slump God?" And I was literally, I did like that. Because like I said, I seen somebody walk past me, but I didn't see who it was. So I did like this. And then I hear his voice coming from my left side. So I'm like, when the fuck did he get over there? Because like the way the upstairs set up, I don't know if he came through that door over there and like everybody walked in front of us, like, you know, distract us. But so then he comes up on the stage and then shit just goes fucking bananas. Like, when I tell you, shit went fucking insane. And it was already bad enough because when Danny was on stage, Danny had already started a fucking mosh pit in the show. Izzy and them had already started a mosh pit. So once Ski came out, there was already a set mosh pit on the left side of the stage. I was on the right side, I was safe. You know, I was about that life. Because had somebody hit me, I would have been in that bitch fighting. Like, for real. Like, I was not with the shits. It was just like a fucking roar of men on that side. And I felt like all the girls were on like the right side of the stage, but it was just like a roar of men on the left side of the stage, and shit just went crazy. I forgot what song he came out to, but I know the next time I had looked up, he was standing directly in front of me on the stage, and I was just like, wow. It was to that, and the show was fucking crazy. Like, it was bananas. Like, every song that I wanted to hear, I got. So, and I recorded every song that I got to hear. So there was a break in his performance because it's like, bitches at this point, bitches was passing out left and right. We was like picking them up and like giving them to like the staff because it was so hot in there, and motherfuckers was high, motherfuckers was drunk, and it was a whole bunch of underage kids in there that shouldn't have been doing the shit that they was doing, but it is what it is. And they were like pushing, and in the middle of his play, he was like, all right, you guys are hype, I know you guys are hot, so we just about to start passing out water bottles. So everybody's on stage and tossing out water bottles, and geeking is, and he comes in, he does like a walk past, like he walks through. I don't remember catching this footage, but it happened. Like, it happened. I don't remember, and I didn't see that snap until the next day. Like, literally that Monday is when I seen it. And I'm just looking at my phone, I'm like, this man walked right. Either I was recording and looking back because somebody like had their hand on my ass and I was not with the shits. If I was recording when he walked by, because you hear me at the end, we like, if you don't fucking move or some shit like that, you hear me say that at the end of the video. But like, I did not realize that I recorded him when he walked by us. So he walked by, and then he gets back on my stage, performs H2O. blessings to my hair, because they was flicking fucking water every goddamn where, and my hair didn't, they went from big poof balls to like small poof balls, but it was fine because I mean my hair was still, you know, fabulous regardless. Now we get to the funny part. We take another break in the midst of, you know, everything, and now they're passing out water again. Now this is so I'm looking at the stage, right? I'm just standing there like this, and I'm looking at him, and I said it to myself, but I said it out loud. I was like, he's about to hit me in the face with this water bottle. I literally said it. Like I said it out loud, right? So I'm gonna just tell y'all how slow motion is. Standing there, right? He's on the stage, tosses it. Now, like I said, he's standing directly in front of me, so he tosses the bottle. There's a guy standing behind me who's taller than me and has much longer arms than me. I wasn't reaching for water, I had already had my bottle. The dude that was standing behind me smacked the bottle trying to grab it, and the bottle hit me right in the face. Right in the fucking nose, bro. But I had braced myself for it because I knew I was about to get hit with that water bottle. Like, I just felt it in my spirit that I was gonna get hit. I was just like, all right, Stokely, I got you. All right, cool. So the dude behind me, he's apologizing. I was like, nah, you cool, whatever. Like, you got your water, it's fine. So then I start to get hot a little. The guys that worked in the that was in front of us, he just gave me a water bottle. Before I could open the water bottle, y'all, to get a drink, there's a girl behind me tapping me on my shoulder. So I turned around. I just looked at her. He's like reaching like out to give me money for the bottle. I open the bottle, I take a drink of it. I give her the bottle, she gives me the money. I thought she gave me $1. We'll get to that later, how much money she actually gave me for that bottle of water. So I take the money, I put it in my fanny pack. So I have my fanny pack on the whole fucking show. I had my fanny pack on, and I had my Reed hoodie wrapped around my waist because it was kind of chilly, and then like I knew if I thought I was gonna be walking home that night, so I had to have something to keep me warm. It's time for him to perform Take a Step Back, right? I think I got hit in the face before he performed Take a Step Back. So he goes to perform Take a Step Back, right? And everyone knows that is one of him and X's like biggest songs, and how the crowd always goes up for that song, right? All I hear was, open the fucking pit. They opened that bitch so wide that they shifted me. They shifted me, bro. Like, that's how wide that bitch was open. And they was like, yo, these are the rules. Don't drop them. Don't touch his do-rag. And it was something else. Or maybe those are the only 2 rules. I don't know. Now, let me tell y'all something. Usually at these type of venues, well, usually at like those type of like his type of shows, the stage and the barricade are very. The Webster, they have a policy of no jumping off the stage, no mosh pitting, and no fighting or some shit like that. Like, there's literally signs around that bitch, and everybody that night ignored the fuck out of them shit. There is about, I want to say, a 4-inch gap between the stage and us. Okay, this man here walks back to the back of the stage where Scheme is DJing at, right? Runs forward and jump. I have 2 different angles of that video. I have Concert Craig's version, because they were actually on the stage, and I have my version of when I just saw him leap. Okay, like leap. That nigga just jumped. Okay, like he got to the end and he just jumped. Okay, so in the Concert Craig clip, you just see like the whole crowd just like wait this way, like towards me. So I'm like, what the fuck? I figured they dropped him because I didn't see him much after. And then the next thing I hear, Scheme goes, all right everyone, let's get up. Let's get up. So basically after he got on stage, he just divided us. It was like a fuck that song, you know how niggas do. So we're going through all of that shit, and yeah, it was pretty fucking lit. I didn't record a lot because I wanted to enjoy the show, but my snaps from that night were pretty fucking lit. So he ends the show with Catch Me Outside, which is it's turned live. Like, I can give you that's a turned song live. And he had us all down, like everybody dug down, and then when the song started we all jumped up and it was lit, blah, blah, blah. So he was like, all right y'all, like I'll be back. Nigga never came back. Like, that was the end of the show. So they was like, if you have VIP, stay inside, you know, we're gonna go get your merch and come back, because then we're gonna do the meet and greets. I ain't never run to a bathroom so fast in my fucking life to see myself. Like, with the way I was sweating and with the way that I was like jumping around and shit, my makeup that night did not move. Shout out to Fenty fucking Beauty, bro. Like, I had on the primer and the fucking foundation, bro. My makeup did not move that night. Shout out to Riri for that. Like, we're standing in line, like, we're all talking, and I'm with the, I reunite with the girls or whatever, because they ended up moving to the back. We're talking, and I was telling them like what was going on in the front and stuff. So Scheme was walking by. I was like, yo, Scheme, let me get a picture real quick. So that's how I got this. That was the first picture I took of the night. That's how I got that, right? So then they go outside and they come in, they bring out the backdrop, and then we're just, I guess he went on the bus to go change or like freshen up or whatever, because when he came back, the man smelled really good. So we came in, the line moved really quick. They told us, it was like, okay, we're not doing any pictures on your phones, do not take your phones out, just get in, say what you gotta say, take your picture and get out, right? The line, like I said, the line is moving really fast. So it gets down to, there was a guy in front of me and I knew him, but I couldn't remember his name, and we were just talking. And once we got to the front and he took his picture, like, I was really nervous. Like, I don't know why, but I was just really nervous. Then when I got in front, like when it was like my turn, all that shit went away, right? So he's just standing there and he's like looking at me, and I gave my hoodie to his bodyguard. I was like, can you hold this for me? And then I kept my fanny pack on because I had a big ass sweat stain on my stomach. he's like standing there, he's like looking at me, and I was like, I just want to say before we hug that you hit me in the face with a water bottle. So he like stepped back and he looked at, like, his whole facial expression changed. He was like, I'm so sorry. Like, he gave me like this big ass hug. So he gave me a hug, and then we were talking about it, and we were like trying to figure out like the poses that we were gonna do. He was like, yeah, somebody else said like I kicked them in the face like when I jumped into the crowd. I was like, I wasn't on that side of the stage, but you know, it's cool, whatever. We hugged again before we took the picture, and then we took our picture, which is I call it my prom picture. And then he said to me, he whispered it to me, nobody else heard this but me. He was like, if you want to take pictures on your phone, he said, you want to take pictures on your phone, meet me outside by my bus. I'll be out in like a few, just a couple more people. I was like, all right, cool. So I got my hoodie, he gave me another hug, I got my hoodie, and then I walked out, and then that's when I got my shirt, lighter, and I got my poster. My poster's on the wall. I'm gonna put that in a frame. I don't know where the lighter is, and I always see the lighter, but for whatever reason, the day I decided to film the video about what happened that night, I can't find it. I asked the girl that was giving them out, I was like, do you guys still have any towels or anything? She was like, no, we ran out of towels. All right, cool, bet, whatever. So I'm standing there and I'm waiting for Sarah and Maddie to come out, and they come out, and I said to them, I'm like, did Ski tell y'all to wait by the bus to take pictures? And they were like, no. I was like, okay, whatever. So then we go outside, Danny's outside, and Scheme's outside running a fucking muck, because that's just the type of person that he is. Sarah said something to Danny, and I think at the time they were looking for some things. I remember just feeling they were looking for some things, and there was somebody that was out there that was like, yo, I can get this for you. So and then Sarah happened to say it again. She was like, no, I already got something, like, you know, rolled up in the car. She was like, all right, cool. She was like, I'm just about to bring my car around to the front. So I got in the car with them, and we rolled the car around to the front to the gas station, and then we walked back over to them. Like, I left like my stuff in the car because I didn't want to like carry it. So we walk over, we're talking to Danny, we chilling or whatever, we macking, like, yo, shit was like mad chill. Like, Danny is probably the coolest fucking people I've ever met in my life. So we chilling, and he was like, you know, what is there to do out here? And I was just telling him, I was like, you know, the city is really lit, like, depending on who's throwing the function and where the function is located. I express that a lot when I talk to people about Hartford. So I was telling him that, he was like, yeah, we didn't expect the show to be sold out, you know, like, it's like, it's Connecticut. And I'm just like, bro, y'all underestimate the fuck out this state. Like, we're really like lit or whatever. We're talking, and, you know, saying like our experiences, like, we have ever been to Florida and stuff like that. Sarah is geek. She's like, yo, I'm smoking with Danny Towers, bro. Like, I'm smoking with Danny Towers. And I thought this shit was so funny, because we had planned to smoke after the show anyway, but the fact that Danny was like down to cypher with us, like, it was mad cool experience. When we outside, we chilling, this other girl comes over to us, shout out to her, and like, you know, she had her shit rolled up already, so we just stand there, we just cypher or whatever. And I started to network just a little bit while we were standing there. Like it was a great conversation. Here comes Scheme outside running a fucking muck. So by this time, you know, we're all turned or whatever, and I was like, Danny, let's take a picture or whatever. He was like, yeah, cool, like whatever. So then that's how I got my picture with Danny. And then I think the last person for the meet and greet came out, and then Ski came out shortly after. But he came out the door. He's like, all right guys, I'm gonna go on the bus for a little bit, I'm coming out. So we were all, like I said, we were all outside, we were macking and stuff. Like at this point, it's like the show ended at 10:30. By this time it's probably like 11:30. So we're all sitting up, like I said, we're macking, we chilling, everybody's, you know, talking and networking and exchanging like numbers and Instagrams and Snapchats and stuff like that. And his bodyguard comes to the bus. Oh, don't circle around him, don't crowd him, remember he's a person. You know, stuff that you shouldn't have to tell people, but apparently that was a message that I needed to get across after, you know. So like I said, I'm guessing that they did drop him when he jumped into the crowd, because he said he was hurting, like his back was hurting a little bit. So there was like a group of us who was standing there, we was all talking, and you know, of course he likes his cigarette. I was not with the shits. I had to stay far back from that, because I would have definitely started coughing on purpose, like like this shit was bothering me. No, when he went to go light the cigarette, right, he was like, anybody got a lighter? Mind you, they had just gave us lighters. I don't know why it took me so long to get to my lighter, but like I went to go in my fanny pack to like open it. Somebody who was standing in front of me had already, damn it. He looked at me, he's like, you gotta be quicker than that. I was like, yo, it was right here, man. And we all started laughing. He mentioned that he was Jamaican, and these two girls who were dressed entirely too classy for that type of show or we're like, yo, he's Jamaican, I know he's Jamaican. I was like, how did y'all not know he was Jamaican? Like, I could tell a Jamaican from a mile away, but then again, there's a lot of Jamaicans in Hartford. What's funny is after all of that, I think his bodyguard was like, oh, after you take your pictures, you guys can leave. And he was like, or if you have something to say, you can stay. That shit was so funny. I stepped forward because I was cold. I was ready to go. It was like midnight at this time or some shit like that. So I stepped forward, and he was like, oh, who's next or whatever, or like who wants to talk. So then I got stepped forward or whatever, and like he like reached his arm out for me, and we were talking about something. I can't remember what it was, but the mom ended up mentioning X, and I felt like kind of like an energy shift, and like everyone that was outside. And she was like, I wish X was here or something like that, she said. And he was like, he is here with us, you know. We took our first picture on my Snapchat, which is this one, and it's dark as shit. And like he looked at it, he was like, it's too dark. He was like, no, that's too dark. Anybody got a light for us? So somebody who was out there, like they took out their flashlight, and then we went to go take the second picture, and I was like, can I have a smile please? And then he smiled, and that's how we got that. That's like my favorite picture I've taken this year. It's like, it's not very often that you can get this man smiling. So we did that, and then gave me another hug or whatever, and then he said something else about the bottle. I think he might have said sorry again. And then like I went back and I was talking to Sarah, and she wanted to take a picture, but she was like kind of shy about it. So I was kind of like pushing her to the front so like she can get the picture. He was like, who's next or something, and like I pushed her in front, and she went, and they were talking. He signed her lighter, and they took their picture. And their picture is so funny, like, because like I said, Scheme was outside running a fucking muck. So in the background of her picture, he's like making a funny face. I'll probably, if I can go find it on her Instagram, I'll post it. But this shit was so funny. Like I started laughing like after I took the picture, and she was looking at me like, what the hell? So now I was just like, just look at your picture. And then she saw it, she started laughing. So then, like, you know, we said bye to Danny again. We said bye to them, and then as we were walking like back to the car looking at stuff, I just asked him, I was like, you know what, since like, you know, since I'm going to your car, like, you know, you mind bring me home. And then I reached into my fanny pack, and I realized that the girl that gave me money for that water bottle, she didn't give me $1. She gave me a $10 bill. She gave me $10 for a bottle of water. So I just ended up giving that to them for gas money because they had a long drive back, and you know, they dropped me off, and it was like the car ride was very, very fun. And then we had to wait a week for our pictures, which was very nerve-wracking. But that is it, guys. That is how I met Ski, and that helped me a lot with my healing process, because to be in a room full of people who were basically kind of going through the same thing that you know, I was going through, and to meet two like amazing girls, and to feel like, you know, that type of energy, like it was a really, really great night. Ski is probably one of the, like, out of all the celebrities that I've met, he's probably one of the chillest men out of like the pack. Like, he reminds me of my friends in Discord, and you guys know how like we are, you guys seen the vlogs and stuff, but he reminds me a lot of them, hanging out with one of the bros type shit. So it's cool. And then, like, you know, him and Scheme, they have a Discord server themselves now, so it's my story time of how I met Scheme. Yes, the Slump God. You already know what time it is. It's the end of the video, so guess what? My social medias _Lysha Maurice X3 is my Twitter. Blue Rebel X3 is my Instagram. Lysha Maurice X3 is my Snapchat, and twitch.tv/Lysha Maurice is where you can find me every single day. Playing video games, bullshitting with my friends, and, you know, having a little fun. So you guys can go over there and follow me over there. You guys can subscribe to me over there if you want to. You don't have to because it costs money, but I mean, it's cool. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, turn your post notifications on, all that shit that YouTubers say. And you guys haven't seen it already, go check my Damo Wilson reaction. That should be up before this video. Yeah, I'll see you guys in like Clout Chasers or whatever. Bye.